So what are emerging contaminants? This is broadly defined, I shall say, with the EPA here in the United States. And these are just few of the emerging contaminants that they're looking at. Heavy metals being one, which is coming from industrial discharge, different mining activities. There's agricultural runoff, there's improper waste disposal, and etc. You also have PFAS, which is a big topic globally, not only with US EPA, but also within Europe and several other countries. And this is coming from so many different places. It had a great purpose, especially with the nonstick cookware, water repellent fabrics and firefighter foams, things like that. But it has since been determined that it really is terrible for our environment. And last, we have excuse me, microplastic particles. There's still some confusion about what exactly the definition of microplastic. Some people say it's, less than 5 microns. Some people say it's less than 1 micron. Some people say it's less than 0.1 micron. So there's still some debate going on. But essentially, this is coming from breakdown of large plastic debris. There's some at least here in the United States, it's not allowed anymore, but there is some microbeads in personal care products that this plastic is coming from. And then there's all other places, especially from like synthetic fibers from clothing. So if anybody's familiar with doing microplastic particle testing, you know that you have to wear all cotton or at least have an all cotton lab coat to be able to do that test. So we'll start with PFAS. PFAS is everybody's familiar with. It's again, this number changes. Sometimes you see 4,000, sometimes you see 12,000. Either way, this number is massive. It was developed in the 1940s, so it's been around for quite a while now, and it is widely used in a lot of consumer products and different industrial applications. The fluorosurfactant aspect of it just makes it such a great chemical to be able to use on so many different products to make it easy to manufacture, easy to handle water, easy to repel water, and so forth. So it's a big group of different types of chemicals. Sometimes you see them short chain, sometimes you see them as long chain, sometimes you also may see them as ultra short chain as well. So this is where you're finding some of the 4,000 plus different chemicals in this group. And now we look at microplastics. Like I said, the definition is varying. It depends upon who you're talking to at the time. But roughly what we can find is that it's between 1 and 5,000 microns in diameter. It does have two types. It's a primary or secondary microplastic, where primary being the commercial use product itself, such as the big plastics, clothing, nurdles, which are small little plastic pellets used in industry, high personal care products, things like that. Secondary is like that degradation from those large plastic products that gets into the water stream itself.